Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Eli and I run my own small business, Crochet Made by Eli. For today's video, we're doing a week in the life and I'm going to bring you guys through whatever crochet projects I work on for the next week. I have a few things planned. I have a pattern that I need to test. I have a pride top that I'd like to get done, and I'm going to keep working on this blanket and maybe finish it, and whatever else I end up getting to this week. The first thing that I want to get done is the pattern test because there's a time limit on that, so I'd rather just get it out of the way. I am testing the 5-in-1 baby dinosaur pattern for Threads of Luck. I was selected to do the Spinosaurus, so I'm excited to do that one. There are 5 total, so there's a Parasaurolophus, Elasmosaurus, Mosasaurus, Spinosaurus, and Ankylosaurus, or Ankylosaurus. Some people pronounce it different. For the Spinosaurus, I was debating on the color because most images of a Spinosaurus are typically like a darker green, brown, maybe a bit of red on like the spine part. But like, how do we really know what color they were, you know? So I'm gonna do blue for fun. Probably a 3mm hook because that's typically what I do for like a weight 4 amigurumi project. So, but yeah, let's get into crocheting.
But yeah, dude. Kids are going to inherit shirts that might be worth like $300-400 in a couple of years. They're not going to sell them. I know. They'll hold on. I'm like a 55-year-old man. Move on, dude. Tarzan. Exactly.
I got myself some ice cream. It's praline and cream with strawberries. Very good. So I made some progress on the little dino. I have the 2 arms and the 2 legs. I'm just using my scrap yarn to stuff them. And I started on the head, and this is where I'm at so far. That's round 10, I believe. But it is getting a little late. My hands are hurting, so I'm going to pause on this for tonight. And I'm just going to continue working on my blanket for the rest of the night. If you guys haven't seen before, I've been working on this blanket for the last 3 weeks. It is going to be a king-size blanket using the Lotus 2 pattern by V Crochet Patterns. And it's beautiful. I'm almost done it. I'm getting very close. The pattern ends in I think I have maybe 5 rounds left, but it's not going to be big enough when the pattern ends, so I'm going to repeat the last section probably from here to like where it ends and just do all of that again. The math will be a little bit different, but I'll figure that out. And then the blanket will be done. My guess is that I'll finish it in the next week because today is day 21 of working on it, I believe. Yeah, day 21 of working on the blanket, and I still have about 2 cakes of yarn left. So when I finish the actual pattern, I won't have used up all of the yarn. So I'm just gonna keep going until I use up all of the yarn. And this is for my Nana. She has a purple room, so this is gonna look perfect in it. But that's what I'm gonna work on for the rest of the night. Hey guys, it is the next day. I'm just sitting down to crochet, so I'm going to continue working on my Spinosaurus that I left off on yesterday.
Oops, it got a little messy because I did try to do a heart. Now that I'm looking at others, so this is going to make it different blades, like if you want to just like freehand the colors meet. As you can see, I don't really have that.
He's done. I embroidered little eyes and I think they look really good. I only messed up on them once and had to redo them. And that's because I forgot what colors they're supposed to be and I accidentally swapped them and did white for most of it and then black for the details. And I couldn't figure out why it looked so wrong, so I looked up a picture and that's what it's supposed to look like. But anyway, they look good. Finished it. The spine is super cute and it's all no-sew, like if you don't include embroidering the eyes because that's not mandatory. But it's awesome. My hands hurt a bit just because of the yarn and the hook size, so that is my fault. But I think he turned out super cute and I love how little he is. It's awesome. It's around 9 p.m. so I think for the rest of the night I'm gonna settle down to my normal evening routine, which is watching Law & Order SVU and working on my blanket. Now, if you guys haven't been following along with my shorts, let me show you what the blanket is looking like right now. So this is what it's looking like. It is getting so big, but it's not big enough yet. But look at this. It's beautiful.
Horrible pain. My head. I fell down. And I must have blacked out for a second or something. Please, don't do this to me.
There's only one alternative, Bobby. You go to court.
I loved him.
I finally finished the round that I was working on. I was working on the same one for over 2 hours, maybe closer to 3. The last round on here with these puff stitches. And oh my god, it took so long, mostly because I had to take so many breaks while working on it, because just puff stitches over and over and over again hurt my hand and my wrist. So I do like 3 or 4 stitches, and I'd have to pause for a couple minutes, then I'd do more, and then I'd have to pause, and then do more, and then pause. So it took so long, but I got it done. Now there's only 3 rounds left, maybe 4, which is really cool. Of course, I am doing more, so there's not really only 3. It's like, I don't know, 15 rounds left. I don't know. But it's done, finally. I think the next round is a little bit easier, which will be nicer. It's just these little puff stitches hurt, but it looks cool, so it's fine. But it is 1:45, so I'm definitely wrapping up for the night. I'm gonna go out, have my nice little sesh outdoors, go to sleep, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is the next day, and I have some exciting news. I have been accepted into my first ever market. I've been applying to markets for the last couple months, and I've been trying really hard to get into some, and I have finally been accepted into one, and it is 3 weeks away, and I'm so excited. Because I have an actual market now with like a set date, I need to actually market prep my stuff, of course. I have more than enough items ready to go, but I need to do all of the little things that goes along, like pricing all of the items, getting the materials to actually make a display. I need to make all of the signage, print those out, and like have things to actually display the signage, make a banner or some sort of thing to show my business name, all of those things. So I already started on some of it today. I got these price tags a little while ago, and today I went through and put these stickers on each of them. It says handmade with love, and then the other side is blank so that I can write the price, and I'm probably going to put materials on it as well. And it came with this little like tweed thread so I can attach it to all the items. So that is step 1, but that is what we're going to work on for a bit today. Since this is my first ever market, I'm definitely nervous about it because I haven't done it before, and new things make me nervous, of course, because it's hard to prepare for something if I haven't done it. So I'm going to be binge watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos about market prepping, like all the things I need to know, the actual day of markets, and see just how things go. I'm going to message some of my crochet friends that have done markets and get some tips from people, and just do as much as I can to prepare myself for this. So I decided I'm going to start with pricing my clothing items, like the wearables, shirts, shrugs, sweaters, shorts, and a skirt, I think is what I have. I think I've got like 15 to 20 pieces or something. So we're going to go through, write up a tag for each one of them, and tie the tag onto each item. Alright, I finished up tagging all of the clothing. So everything in here is fully tagged now. I am going to take a break from the price tagging just to make sure I don't hurt my hands. So now I think I'm going to work on making the top that I wanted to do. I'm going to be using a tutorial by Passionate Kelsey. It's the retro striped crochet crop top, and I want to do it in the By Pride flag colors. So I've got all of my yarn here. Hopefully I have enough because I've got 2 full skeins of those, and this is around a skein. It's just kind of like uncaked. And I have some little scrap bits, so I'm hoping that I have enough. If I don't end up having enough, I'll find a smaller top that's like a little bralette type thing to make instead, but I do hope I have enough because The stripes I think would look really good with the Pride flag colors. And I do want to get some more Pride items since the market's in June, Pride month. I want to make sure I'm representing. So that's what I'm going to work on for now.
Okay, so after you have your starting chain, we're going to start making our cup. What you're going to need to do for your cup is we're going to take our chain, and I'm going to continue into my back loops with my... Alright, now I'm going to grab my white yarn, I'm going to fold it over just to create a little loop.
Stop the pain. I'll pull Elliot out. Elliot, can you...
Alright, so I've been working on the top for a while. Here's where I'm at. I connected the two cups and I'm working on the extension on the side. It's almost 11 though, so I'm gonna pause on this and start working on my blanket because I do want to continue working on that every day. I've been doing 2 to 3 hours every day, so I want to try to continue that. I'm not going to finish this tonight anyway. Hey guys, it is the next day. I spent the last 5 hours or so babysitting my brothers. My parents just got back, so I went down to my room so I can rest and relax for a bit. We spent most of the time just playing outside, which was super fun. We have this big canopy that we put up in the backyard, and we brought a bunch of chairs, blankets, pillows, and toys, and just had a lot of fun underneath this canopy. But being outside always flares up my symptoms and makes me very tired, so I'm happy to be inside now so I can rest for a bit and not be on my feet at all. I'm gonna keep working on the top that I was working on yesterday. I need to continue the sides, and then I can do the whole outline and add the straps and everything. But yeah, that's just the plan for now, watching some YouTube and working on this. The top is done. I think it turned out super cute. Got these long straps and a little tie-up moment in the back. I added this extra row with little holes so that you can easily lace it up. It turned out super cute, and I think it's a really good addition to my Pride collection. I've got a bi pride. I have a few like just rainbow. I've got trans pride, lesbian pride, and I think I've got ace pride as well so far. I definitely love to add some more, but I'm really happy with this. Now that it's done, I'm gonna get a little bit of work on tagging my items. I think I'm gonna work through like my accessories and other types items, which are like bags, coasters, lighter holders, I don't know, just little things. I think those will be pretty easy to get through. But anyway, I'm gonna work on the bags and stuff now. This is the bin that I want to get through today. Maybe not all of it because there is a lot of little things, but I want to start on this bin anyway. Let me show you guys some of the stuff in here. Got some bags. This is one of the first bags I ever made. Star bag. Strawberry. It's meant to look like the strawberry candies that the grannies have. Neon bag, and this one is lined. You guys may have seen this in one of my previous videos. I've got some bottle holders. This is one of my patterns that I have out. It's got 3 different designs, just some solid rainbow. Got an Ace Pride one. I got some little miscellaneous things like this ruffly dishcloth, some coasters. I've got a whole bunch of mushroom lighter holders. I love these. Then I've got other things like some bandanas. I have this one, rainbow bandana. Got some mittens as well, fingerless gloves, and a pair of arm warmers, scrap yarn arm warmers. Got a whole bunch of scrunchies, bunch of different colors, pinks, beige, blues, and teals. That's mostly it in here, and some like ear warmer headbands. Seeing how much is in here, I'm gonna try to get through all of this today. I just finished tagging all of these items. Look at all of them. I love my scrunchies, especially because it's been so long since I've seen them. I kind of forget that I have them. But it's so cool just to see how much I have. And like, this is only one bin. I have 3 bins of clothing, hats, all of this, and then all of the plushies. Don't even want to talk about those. But I'm all done for today. My hands are definitely sore. I overdid it a little bit. They're very red at the tips just from tying all of the things. So when I get to the hats, I might have the help of a family member for that. But I'm all done that for now, so I'm gonna take a break, get some editing done, and then I'm probably just gonna crochet on my blanket for the rest of the night until I go to sleep. So that's basically it for the rest of the night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, it is the next day, and my goal today is to get all of my plushies tagged up. So I thought I would go through and show you guys all of the plushies that I'm bringing to the market, because you guys don't need to see me writing tags and tying them up for a 3rd time. So in no particular order, let's go through all the plushies that I'm bringing. The biggest one is this gnome. He's like a big pillow. I tested this for a friend of mine, I think Bunny Crochets, I'll put her up there. But he's this massive gnome. Next up, the most expensive item I'm bringing is this dragon. Look at him. He's like a few feet long. Cute little face. He's got these like sparkly blue eyes that match the blue details. This is a pattern by Crochet by Jenna. I've got the same dragon pattern in this blossom print. This is one of my favorite plushies I've ever made. She's got a matching tail, or a matching bow on her tail. Goes along with all the pink accents. She's super cute. We've got a frog. Just a little round frog. I do need to actually attach his eyes because I have not done that still. So we'll do that. I've got 2 butterflies. This is my own pattern. It is available on my Etsy. I've got the pointed wing option and the round wing option. And there's also a 3rd option where you can combine them and be pointed on the top, round on the bottom. There's also no-sew legs and antenna. Super cute. I've got this Valentine's Day heart bear. I made this in my Valentine's Day video. We've got a little Spinosaurus, which you guys already saw because I think I did that earlier in this video. Land shark. It's a shark with paws. This was another pattern test, I think possibly by Threads of Luck, but I'm not sure. I'll put it up, whoever it is by. I've got 3 little mushy guys. This is my own pattern, the little mushroom dude. Super cute. It's no sew other than if you choose to sew the spots on top, or you can embroider them like I tried on this one. I just did like surface stitching for that. This is what they look like. I did a really good job on this one of the color change other than that little spot there. Yeah, I'm bringing 3 of those. I'm bringing 2 MJ buddies. Super cute. I've got my scrappy elephant. This pattern is by my friend Lisa's Loops. This is her first ever pattern, and I decided to do it using all my scraps to make a little scrappy guy. I've got this big old bear with a scarf. This is by another crochet friend, but I can't remember her Instagram handle at the moment, but I'll tag her. Her name is Jasmine. Just can't remember. Oh, Bonfire Crafts. And I've got Lumpy Space Princess. I did also have at one point a Jake the dog and a Gunter the penguin, but I have sold both of those. So I've just got Lumpy Space Princess. I've got a Blossom print axolotl, same as the dragon. And last, I have a little Blossom print bear who has no eyes because I still need to glue them in. But all 3 of them match. I made these all using 1 skein. But that is all the plushies I'm bringing. Let me just... I'm covered in plushies now. But my goal today is to get all of these tagged up. The most expensive one is definitely going to be this guy. I have to fully decide what I want to price him as because the yarn I used is an eco-friendly chenille. It's made out of recycled plastic or something, I think. So the yarn was a bit expensive. It definitely took a long time to make him, and he's pretty big. So I have to figure out pricing for him. This gnome though is going to be a lot cheaper than him because He's not as detailed, obviously, and he didn't take us long to make, and I used a lot cheaper materials, which you can kind of tell the difference in materials, so he's not going to be that expensive. But I definitely want to try and get some of these around the $5-8 range, so that I have some nice cheap items at my market, but some of them are going to be more for just like bringing attention in, like the dragon, so that way people can see and be like, oh, what's that? Let me come see, and then maybe they'll buy a cheaper item or something. But like this guy, he can be like $8 or something because he did not take that long. Same with his bigger buddy. But yeah, I'm gonna get through and get tagging all of these now. All right, all of my plushies have their tags on them. Plus I put a tag on the By Pride shirt that I finished yesterday. But now that I'm done tagging all the items, the rest of the stuff I'm gonna work on today is quite boring. I've got some editing to do, might film a little tutorial for a pattern I'm working on. Just gonna continue working on the blanket as usual. So I am gonna end off the video here. So if you guys watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching, supporting me, and supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you guys. If you haven't already, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel as I post new videos every week and sometimes twice. Thank you guys again, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.